The 1990s was a transformative period for the film industry, marking a significant shift in the way movies were made and experienced by audiences. At the heart of this transformation was the evolution of special effects, which saw a dramatic transition from traditional practical effects to cutting-edge computer-generated imagery (CGI). This decade laid the foundation for modern filmmaking, pushing the boundaries of what was possible on screen and setting new standards for visual storytelling. We'll explore how special effects evolved during the 1990s by highlighting groundbreaking scenes from some of the most iconic films of the era. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Jurassic Park, The Matrix, Toy Story, and Independence Day. The dawn of a new era. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991. The 1990s began with a bang thanks to James Cameron's Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Released in 1991, T2 was a landmark film that showcased the potential of CGI in creating lifelike, dynamic characters. The most memorable example is the T-1000, a shape-shifting, liquid metal antagonist played by Robert Patrick. The T-1000's ability to morph into different forms, blend into surroundings, and recover from injuries was a feat that had never been seen before in cinema. To bring the T-1000 to life, Cameron collaborated with Industrial Light and Magic, the visual effects company founded by George Lucas. ILM used state-of-the-art CGI to create the liquid metal effects, a process involving complex algorithms and pioneering animation techniques. The scene where the T-1000 passes through prison bars, seamlessly transforming from liquid to solid, remains one of the most iconic moments in film history. The success of T2 not only demonstrated the potential of CGI, but also highlighted its ability to create characters and effects that practical effects couldn't achieve. This film set the stage for the digital revolution that would dominate the remainder of the decade. The birth of modern CGI, Jurassic Park, 1993. If Terminator 2 hinted at the future of special effects, Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park fully embraced it. This film was a turning point in the history of cinema, seamlessly blending practical effects with groundbreaking CGI to bring dinosaurs to life in a way that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. ILM once again played a crucial role, using CGI to create the film's most memorable sequences, including the T-Rex attack and the velociraptors hunting in the kitchen. Spielberg originally intended to use stop-motion animation for the dinosaurs, but after seeing early CGI tests, he was convinced that digital effects could achieve a level of realism that was previously unattainable. The film's success was not just in the realism of the dinosaurs, but in the way CGI was integrated with practical effects. The combination of animatronics, created by Stan Winston, and digital effects allowed Spielberg to craft scenes where audiences couldn't easily distinguish between the real and the virtual. This blend of techniques became a hallmark of 1990s special effects, as filmmakers realized that CGI could enhance practical effects rather than replace them entirely. The Matrix, redefining reality with CGI, 1999. As the decade drew to a close, The Matrix, directed by the Wachowskis, redefined the possibilities of special effects in cinema. The film introduced audiences to a dystopian future where humans are trapped in a simulated reality, a concept that was visually realized through innovative special effects that pushed the boundaries of CGI. One of the most iconic effects in The Matrix is bullet time, a technique that allows the camera to move through a scene at normal speed while the action unfolds in slow motion. This effect was achieved by combining CGI with a rig of 120 still cameras arranged in a circular pattern around the actors. The resulting footage was then stitched together, creating the illusion of a camera moving through frozen time. Bullet time was revolutionary not only for its technical achievement, but for how it served the narrative. The effect visually represented the protagonist Neo's ability to manipulate the simulated reality of the Matrix, making it a perfect example of form meeting function. The film's use of CGI wasn't just about creating eye-popping visuals. It was about enhancing the storytelling in a way that hadn't been done before. The first fully CGI film, Toy Story, 1995. While Jurassic Park and The Matrix were groundbreaking in their use of CGI to enhance live-action films, Pixar's Toy Story was revolutionary for being the first feature-length film created entirely with CGI. Directed by John Lasseter, Toy Story was a bold experiment that paid off, both creatively and commercially. The film's success hinged on the ability of CGI to create a believable, engaging world inhabited by toys that come to life when humans aren't around. The characters, including Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the toy gang, were all meticulously animated using CGI, which allowed for a level of detail and expressiveness that was unprecedented in animation. Toy Story demonstrated that CGI wasn't just a tool for enhancing live-action films. It was a medium capable of carrying an entire narrative on its own. The film's success paved the way for future Pixar films and other CGI animated features, proving that digital animation could deliver the same emotional depth and storytelling quality as traditional animation. Spectacle and scale. Independence Day, 1996. Roland Emmerich's Independence Day exemplified the use of CGI for creating large-scale, awe-inspiring spectacles. The film's plot, which revolves around a global alien invasion, required effects that could convincingly depict massive destruction and extraterrestrial technology. One of the most iconic scenes in Independence Day is the destruction of major cities around the world, including the famous shot of the White House being obliterated by an alien laser beam. This scene combined practical effects, such as miniatures, with CGI to create a level of destruction that was both realistic and terrifying. CGI was also used extensively in the aerial dogfights between human fighter jets and alien spacecraft, adding a level of dynamism and scale that would have been impossible to achieve with practical effects alone. The success of Independence Day demonstrated that CGI could be used not just for character animation or subtle enhancements, but for creating entire sequences of large-scale action that would become a staple of blockbuster filmmaking. The legacy of 1990s special effects. The 1990s was a decade of experimentation, innovation, and transformation in the world of special effects. From the groundbreaking liquid metal effects in Terminator 2 to the seamless blending of practical and digital effects in Jurassic Park, to the fully CGI world of Toy Story and the reality-bending effects of The Matrix, the 1990s set the stage for the future of cinema. This decade taught filmmakers that CGI was not just a novelty, but a powerful tool that could be used to tell stories in new and imaginative ways. The lessons learned from these films continue to influence the industry today, as CGI has become an integral part of modern filmmaking, used to create everything from fantastical creatures to entire virtual worlds.